Grab yourself a handful of state flags while you're in your state now. No, not any really pretty or expensive ones. Wrong. You need to find the cheapy Chinese ones that are really light duty. Now, there's a reason for that. Number one, well, I know they're Chinese, but they are cheap, and because of that, they're lightweight. And because they're lightweight, any kind of breeze pulls them so that they actually are fluttering in the wind, what little wind there might be. The neat thing about that is that they, again, are easily read. They're easily ID'd, so when everybody understands, yeah, that's a Michigan flag, that's a New Mexico flag, that's a Texas flag, that's a flag from Maryland, that is a flag from Pennsylvania. Well, everybody needs getting gear on that right now, so if you are going to, in fact, you need to be putting those flags into your supply locker so that you have them for your respective state, because it's going to be state representation. And we'd like to make sure that that happens as part of our heraldry department, but also, again, hearts and minds, and show of strength, show of force. We have a lot of different people out there. We've had multiple states represented. Well, fly the flag of your respective state when you're out there for a deployment, guys. Simple PVC pipe in a 1-inch bore, or ideally, I'll tell you what really works well, is hanger dowel. The dowel rod that you use for doing hangers in closets, you know, the crossbar, yeah, they're fairly cheap, and they're nice 10-foot sections. Typically, that's what I used to get here. 10-foot pieces of, or 8-foot pieces of pole. Screw that flag to that, or if you want to, put a loose lanyard connection system on there, a couple of eyelets, and then, you know, zip tie them to that, whatever you want to do. Make sure it's loose, not really super tight. That way, they'll actually move in the wind, and they'll work, which is really cool. You know, when I work, in other words, they with the wind. They actually work. They're not going to bind up or wrap up or whatever, or shred things. Make sure you don't have any sharp, pointy things on the flagpole. The flag catches, the flag shears. And again, think ahead. Think long term. Prior proper planning for events, piss poor performance. Anyway, again, your respective state, you should have, if you're a unit, about 2 or 3 of those in inventory. You can find them for as little as about $4 to $6 a piece. Actually, I've seen them as little as $3 for state flags. So if you look around, China Sport has them. Look on the internet. Some of these companies are offering the manufactured. Maybe the wording's backwards sometimes. Well, actually, it would be on one side, because usually the Chinese ones are, you know, like cheap print, you know, stock the way they are. So one side's going to be correct, the other side's going to be backwards. Hey, just the way it works. You know what I mean? Live with it. It depends on the model. Some of them, they stamp both sides, but most of them not so much. So, anyway, again, your state flag, respectively, also your unit flags. Ladies, this is where you come in. We need your help. Individual unit flags and banners are something that needs to be assembled. Our girls here build them for the units, and then we have a flag presentation for the unit from the women, the wives, the grandmas, and the sweethearts of the members of the militia unit, and it becomes a presentment ceremony. Well, we need to work on that. We need to make that happen. So you might want to work to organize that in advance. Your auxiliaries, in other words, the ladies, and anybody else that might want to participate, helps with building up the heraldry and the ensigns of the unit that will be put into the field. This is a subcategory. It's one of many things that need to be done to square away the units so that they are strapped. We want to definitely show the other side. We're going to kick rumpus, take names, and better quality in the process.